Salt. Salt is the byproduct of the desalinization process. We're going to have massive amounts of salt on our hands. So what are we going to do with this salt? Well, I'm going to offer a couple of ideas, and then in the next section I'm going to present the most compelling use of the salt, which isn't an elective in my opinion, it's mandatory. Okay, so we have this massive quantity of salt available to us throughout the entire world. So what can we do with this? Well, presently, there's 19.5 million people on the lower half of the continent of Africa who are literally dying because they have a lack of iodized salt in their diet. Well, there's one use of it. Another use of salt could be maybe we would use salt in concrete. Now, salt has corrosive properties. Salt also dissolves when it's wet. However, maybe some brilliant chemist, maybe somebody in the field of nanotechnology can change the properties of the salt or combine the salt with another compound that can make it so that we can use this salt to build buildings. Now, why would that be significant? Well, we could stop strip mining. Salt is probably one of the best insulators on the planet's surface. So the properties, the R factors, of putting salt in the concrete would mean that we would not get this heat reflective property that also adds to global warming. So in my opinion, I think it's pretty significant and it's a good idea. Another idea would be for the salt, if we could actually get it applied in the use of concrete, we could also get it applied in the use of roads. So we could now build highways, roads, freeways, and make quasi-asphalt with the salt. I've heard that we could burn the salt to create energy. Maybe that salt gets used to help the self-perpetuating engine of the desalinization plant itself. None of those ideas, in my opinion, are out of the realm. And again, I'm not a scientist, so I couldn't tell you whether their actual reality is something that is just conceptual in nature or whether it can be achieved. I don't know if it's feasible. I'm just throwing ideas out there what we could do with the salt.